Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Prehistoric Hunt, where there has been a very large update for the game since the last time we covered it in that. So it's not actually the hotfix we're going to look at, it's the World Revamp update that just released recently. And there's been a lot of stuff that got changed to it, so as much as it'd be good to hop in, I want to go through a little bit of the notes and the changes so that way we can make sure we see everything, because it's been impressive everything that's been done. So the update brings long-awaited graphics overhaul to the game. There's a trailer on YouTube that will let you see it, and we'll just go through each bit. So the graphics overhaul changes the look of the game, switched to a newer, more advanced graphics engine, recreated all the shaders, lights, color space, materials, loads, etc, etc, etc through there. So it looks quite a bit different than it did before. Water's been reworked, now it's waves and reflections from the environment. Players and dinosaurs create waves and foam when swimming and moving in water. Weather Manager was reworked, transitions aren't done specific intervals like it was before. Vegetation overhaul, all vegetation now moves with the wind, different types of bushes now sway from players' dinosaurs going through them. Trophy Lodge, materials, lighting, reflection reworked, performance lodge was also drastically improved, distant terrain, some new player characters, the models, some more customization options like the clothing you can have equipped. Stuff like that. Main menu rework, as you guys can kind of see around the edges, that's also been changed up to be a little bit more modernized. And one of the big ones that I'm really happy to see are some new dinosaur models. Several dinosaur models have been reworked, continue to upgrade models in coming updates. As the Ankylosaurus finally got a change from the really weirdish looking one from before. Has new model textures and animations, AI updates were also done, so now the Ankylosaurus will actually graze and eat from bushes. The Triceratops is another one, got a nice improvement to it. Has been reworked and gotten some new textures. The Giganotosaurus, which I believe was a community store asset, has been given some new textures for it, so it kind of helps change it up from being just what it was. And that's what I'd like to see is, as much as you might use a Unistore asset, you still should try maybe doing something a little bit to make it more your own, or change or edit or something to kind of make it so it's not so obvious, which is nice. Wounded dinosaur visuals. Dinosaurs gotten damage from other dinosaurs, now blood on their skin, displayed on dead dinosaurs killed by other dinos. Rangefinder is a new item from the shop. You're able to measure distance to the point you're looking at, variable zoom from 6 to 10 times magnification. And what else do we have? New graphics settings that you can go through and change and tweak as needed. List of other improvements. And yeah, as you can see, there's been a lot done since the last time we often checked out Prehistoric Hunt. So I'm going to do maybe a couple of weeks or so of Prehistoric Hunt for the new series on the channel for our Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I didn't want to go too heavy into hunting genre at times for the channel, but I kind of figure, you know what, let's just do whatever comes to mind. Maybe just keep doing what we're doing, we'll see what works. So I just want to check options. I think I'm good to leave everything as they are. I might have to tweak when we're actually in-game, depending on how the recording goes. But that should be fine. Character-wise, oh, I think it just froze up a little bit to show everything. Probably can just keep what I've got all here and that. Character, clothes, hair, hats, glasses. So there's some more customization options that you can get and things you can buy. You can see there is an item cost, so now if you, say, got all of the weapons and you didn't really know what else to use the money for, you got a lot of options you can pick up here. And it does look like there might actually be a tangible in-game effect. Makes you silent and hardly visible. So it might be that these will help you actually be sneakier and get closer into things. I'm just trying to see what else there is. Okay, there's clothes. Hair isn't really something. Do the hats actually? Okay, no, the hats I don't think really change anything up. I kind of want the cowboy hat, to be honest. It's silly, but you know what? I think I got that one from going after enough carnivores. And maybe clothing, I'll try getting something different too. I guess I can really only afford... we'll pick that up. Just give us something to be a little bit different. So there's 3 different characters. There's, I guess, there's Amy, Jack, and the one we probably most... Oh no. I thought Scotch might have been the one we were more familiar with, but I don't think so. So yeah, there's that, glasses, etc. But yeah, we're good to hop in, just create our own solo game. Change that to short, hop in, try it out for a little bit, see how the world looks, what's different about it, and just enjoy another update that's come to Prehistoric Hunt. I'm not sure what I'm trying to think of what other dinosaur models might still need some updates, but I think it's really limited now down to possibly just the Compy, the Pteranodon, and the Iguanodon. I'm not 100% sure on that. Before we do talk or go into things like what else they could do, I think it's first important we just actually appreciate what has been done and updated for a while. So, again, maybe towards the end of next week, as you might have had enough of a little taste of coming back, we'll talk about what else could see changes or updates or improvements. For now, though, let's just let the world load, which I think actually loaded quite a bit faster than it used to. So yeah, we'll just give it a minute. I think changing over to the new engine, like they said, might have a very tangible effect for like what we'll notice and see. Because the previous game, or the previous versions of the game with its engine and graphics, they were okay, but there were some things that you kind of noticed would be a little bit slower, or certain frame rate issues I think I ran into as well, or like stuff. So we'll see how smooth it is to play, what it's like, and just go along from here. Now, one thing I do see that's interesting is there is a... Let me check the map. Okay, no, it looks like the map might be the same, but I'm not sure what the question mark would be. Oh, actually, that is one thing I think is a bit different. Yeah, it's kind of a very sharp cutoff now for the distance, but you can really see out a good ways. Okay, let me try heading up to whatever this question mark is. So yeah, the terrain is definitely quite a bit different. I'm just trying to remember everything we've got. Yeah, we've got the tranq bow. We've got the revolver. I think this is... What is this one? Just going to load up the inventory and freeze the game a moment. That is the 50 caliber. So yeah, we want to try getting up there. Yeah, let me check if there's any graphics. Okay, no, I think I have to do more graphics options from the main menu, so we'll just try with this for a while and see how it is. But so far, it looks like I'll hopping right back in without having changed any settings from previous times playing. It is working all right. I do want to see the new animations for the Ankylosaurus, though, because that was always one of the dinosaurs that really showed its age. And I'd love to see some of the new texture works up close. So yeah, let's just get our... Oh, actually, I also got to remember to get into... Oh, I can even get a nice little preview of the Triceratops from the contract menu. We'll take that one, and I guess that one. Yeah, so we got some things around us. We're going to first start with just figuring out what the question mark is. But yeah, I can definitely tell the view distance has a really sharp cut to it, because you can kind of see how, as we're looking and changing our view, that's taking effect. Oh. Okay, well here's... Is this how they're... Oh, a stash. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, this is actually our own stuff, so I think this... I can't remember when it was added to the game, but I remember there was like a little talk about possibly like throwing more things or more utility out into the world for you to use. So like say if you did need to get certain equipment or change it out, you could find like more spots in between just the main bases or the fast travel points. So it's handy that we found one of those already. I'm trying to think of... There might even be some spots where it's just the shops on their own, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, we're coming back after a little bit of a hiatus from things, so we'll have to see just what all has been changed up. So far, though, it is staying pretty quiet. As we get over towards where the Brachiosauruses are, we'll put our 50 cal to good use. But things are still pretty spread out for us, so it might be a little bit between what we encounter. And we got new contracts. I guess we can take the Gallimimus as... Okay, see, those are up there, so that's a ways off before we'll get to. For now, we'll just go back to this little lake here that I think was our focus for quite a while when we were last playing Prehistoric Hunt. The big focus was definitely grinding up to get the 50 cal to help us take down the bigger dinosaurs. So we'll have to see how it stacks up again. Also be careful as we do try to make our way down. Because I don't want to go running off the slope, because I know that's basically... I'm pretty sure fall damage is a thing in the game, and I do not want us to have to go finding our gear within, like, the first 10 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, getting down no problem. With all the visibility, I don't see any pteranodons flying yet, so we'll keep our eyes open for them. I can probably go into the leaderboards for stuff and take a look at each species of dinosaur, and that'll tell us which ones might still be getting graphic overhauls in the incoming updates. But I do want to see, like, with the, grass overhaul that they've done, how the compies sort of blend in. Ooh, there was something quite loud. Although I don't know what that was. But one of the things about the game before with the compies was with how the foliage was. I think I hear some compies. They were super hard to see, like, actually in through the grass and that. However, now that it's been changed up, it might be a lot easier to spot some of the animals. Well, I mean, with the graphic settings currently, too, we've noticed that. It's been very easy to spot some things in the distance. You know, let me just see. Can I keep skyrimming my way? I can. Okay. Yeah, I definitely gotta... I feel like it might just be the graphic settings I've got that I can change up to make it a little bit better. Okay, I've got the camo net, I've got call, I've got the tracker. I can't remember if I had binoculars with me. No, I don't think... Yeah, I don't. I think because of the scope on the 50 cal, I was just using that for our optics for stuff. Let's just see. We should be close... Yeah, the brachiosaurus should be just to the south of here. See if we can go bag them, how good of a shot I am with, like, the placement for this. And see what else we encounter. Oh! I see something out there. I think it's a Gallimimus. I'm going to go for a run and see. Oh, no, I think it's actually Triceratops. I just saw the back end of it. Okay, if it was Gallimimus, I thought maybe we'd go try to tranquilize it and bring it in, but for now, we'll just go for a run and try for the Brachiosaurs. This episode might be a little bit longer just because I want to make sure we go through all the changes that were done. Ooh, okay, there might be a few little graphic things to mind. Yeah, let's just keep going along. What I'll probably do is just have this nice little taste of showing off, like, the changes of what's been done, how it's been adjusted, and then try to refine the settings between videos. Oh, there's Brachiosaurus out there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the big square in the sky. It might just be because of how my settings are for it. Because you can... Yeah, it's a really sharp cutoff for what I have for, I guess, my load distance right now. And there's the radio... Oh yeah, you can actually see the radio tower from down here. I do like that you can see a little... I think you can see quite a bit farther out than you used to be able to. How far you can actually set with maximum settings, I'm not sure, but... we might have to see, or I'll test that out before I do videos. Okay, right. Space is jump. I'm trying to remember what the hold breath is. I don't... it might be shift, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you actually don't look too bad here. Well, you guys still do have the ragdoll physics, so you can be a little funny when you go down. Let's see about collecting you. Where is your hitbox sweet spot? Here we go. Yeah, so that was a gold, heart, lung, and heart. Fill the contract for that one. And then the other one is just down this way further. So I do have plenty of shots. There's the chopper coming in. I wonder if they've adjusted the audio for the helicopter. Because it doesn't... I don't think it's quite as drowning as it used to be. Oh, there's a Pteranodon flying there. So I remember when you used to have this come in, it just used to, like, completely negate all other sounds you would hear until it flew off. But yeah, I think they may have adjusted that a little bit so it's not quite... or is that because I'm a little further away? No, I think they have adjusted the sounds for it. So that's actually pretty nice to have as a change. You can still kind of hear what's going on around you once that comes in. Man, it sounds like there's... I can't remember if there was... there might have been ambience tied to the water, or once you get close enough you hear, like, the waves lapping, and that's... at least it's currently here. Yeah, we got you down there. We'll go for... sounds like there might be some other things down here as well. Again, the two animals I'd really like to try to go for are Ankylosaurus and Triceratops, just to show those off a bit better. I don't think the Brachiosaurus has seen any real changes for... its textures or model. Okay, maybe it was the Brachiosaurus I was hearing moving around. I thought... no, there is... okay, there is a Rex up there. I thought the sound wasn't quite lining up with where we were seeing the Brachiosaur. Oh, do I want to... I'm trying to think of how powerful this would be against a Rex. Oh, actually, can we see the waves coming off of this? Oh, he's a sinking. Brachiosauruses are apparently submarines now. Okay, looks like maybe he's just sliding down the slope of the terrain there for a bit. Oh, actually, I think that's a dead Brachiosaurus right there, too. Okay, I want to put you down. And be ready in case the Rex heard that. Well, at least there's our contract done for one species. It's not going to be a big point turn-in, but at least it's still a little something. Ooh, although you did get a bit janked up for falling on the tree here. Yeah, so fill that contract. That's done. There are some Gallimimus apparently to the south we might be able to get for the tranquilizer. I want to investigate this and see if we do see any of the, like, wound marks the dinosaurs leave behind on their prey. or what they fight. Yeah, they did. I really feel like they did change the sounds for the helicopter, or the trophy copter coming in. Because before, I think it used to play much more frequently, as well as being a lot louder. Oh, yeah, you can see some of the wounds in that on this poor thing. Okay, investigate. Tyrannosaurus, I don't know how it managed to get the head bites, though. It's like, it is a Brachiosaurus. I would have thought it might have, like, gone for the legs and then head. But I do still like the dynamic thing where there is engagement between the animals against each other. Like, you do have the predators do attack the prey species. It'd be interesting if there is, like, a little bit of a need system eventually brought into place, so they do actually eat what they take down. So I think right now it's just they kind of go for whatever is nearby. Oh. I think he actually might have heard me and ran off. Okay, let me check what contracts we got. We'll take a new pinpointed dino. We'll take a Carnotaurus, and maybe... Well, the Ankylosaurus has to get updated here, but... see what is around here. Ooh. Actually, it seems to say... Ankylosaurus might be behind us. So let's go looking for one of them. And I think I have... yeah. I do have an Ankylosaurus call on hand. Oh yeah, at certain types you can really see how the lighting... well... it might be because of the... again, my settings for how things are getting cut off, but... oh! There's an Ankylosaurus. Let's see if we can get a good spot just to take it down quick. Yeah, I only have the 50 cal. This might actually be a little bit too powerful for getting like a really nice clean kill. Oh yeah, he's... yeah, it looks like it's such a nice animation set for him. It's much better than what he was. Oh, he's going to roll his way right down for us. Or she. I don't actually know if it's a male or female. Let's take a look at you. God, it is such an upgrade from what it once was. Really nice texture work. I mean, granted, I'd love to say more about the model quality. But it's just the fact that right now he's kind of turned like this. It's a little hard to see him in full. Yeah, look how much better that is from like the weird spiky thing that it used to be. Very well done improvement on these guys. Ooh. That's an albino gold. I'm taxidermizing this one. Oh, and that's right. They even brought in a trophy shot. I mean, there's still a little bit of room to be improved on with this, like maybe being able to... okay, so crouch, or control and space will move you up and down. Oh, never mind. They let you. Okay, and you can rotate. Okay, I have to admit, no, they actually were a lot... yeah, they're making a lot of pretty good improvements. You can actually move around. And then you can freeze where... yeah, I like this quite a bit. Perhaps the trophy shot system is something that we didn't see before. That was another new addition. And it's a shame that that was our... would have been another contract completed, but... oh, we're going to get to view another one of the new dinos in the wild. Well, not exactly new, but new-looking dinosaurs in the wild. Because we've got a trike just over here. I also will have to get to a shop sooner or later just to check out like anything new or that to preview. But it is good to see them taking lessons from other hunting games and putting them in. I still think there might be a little bit more that could be done for the hunting mechanics to make it feel a little bit more in-depth. Like, I don't know how often the animals do, like, stop to graze or take a little break or breather. But yeah, it's nice to see them trying to expand and add more in place for this game. That's one of the things that Prehistoric Hunt has been really good with, is it does continue to see updates and work done with it. Oh, actually, I gotta check that out. I don't know if it might be easier to track wounded dinosaurs now, because, like, we can see the red blood from a distance out from the shots. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was always a thing, but it could be my graphics settings that are making these a little bit more clear for us. So I don't know how much health he would have and keep going. Yeah, it just says wounded running, so there's... And there are a few things still, like, flickering when it comes to the lighting. But overall, I think everything so far that we've seen have been some really nice improvements to the game. I love the new models for the Ankylosaurus. We do gotta try finding this trike to investigate the changes there. But yeah, it's great to see this work done. Okay, there is a Carnotaurus we might actually be getting near. I heard some footsteps, so I don't know if it's super far or it's nearby somewhere. But it seems like they still do have some patches or areas of the map that do have the really thick vegetation and high grass here, so the compies still... They'll probably be hidden in some areas. They might be difficult to spot until they're basically right on you. Oh. And we're getting some rain starting. I think that was another thing too, is that the transitions aren't quite as set in stone like they were. Okay, God, for taking 2 shots with the 50 cal, I thought maybe you wouldn't be able to get as far. Or it wouldn't be able to go as far, but I seem to have been mistaken about that. Although, I think the knights have... Well, if you set the knights to short, I think they really do move by. Okay, I don't know, actually. I thought maybe night was already going back to morning, but maybe it was just because the weather was darkening like it did. Yeah, I don't know how far this trike was able to get from us. It does say it's wounded, but it is just able to go and go. Oh. There we go. Yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll just snag that, collect it, and then I'll see about trying to adjust the settings for next episode. But overall, Prehistoric Hunt is looking a lot better than its earlier days, for sure. Yeah, let's take a look at you. Yeah, you guys got quite a bit changed for you as well. Like, it did say, I think, model changes a bit, but... Actually, hang on. I hear some footsteps, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I think it's probably a Rex. Yeah, that's a Rex out there. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to quickly collect this. Claim it. And maybe move on my way out of here. Just because I don't think I want to try taking on a Rex at the end of an episode. Yeah, so I'm going to just take us back to the menu. Disconnect. It is maybe a little cowardly, but again, if I had a full video or I didn't want to go back to change the settings, I would stick around. But for now, thank you guys for joining me on this first return to Prehistoric Hunt. We've got a lot we'll still try, check out, see how it feels to play, save up some coins in that and see what we'll purchase. But overall, quite impressed with the world update. Once I can tweak the settings a little bit more, I think it might look even better. So thank you guys for joining me. If you do have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.